Hello everyone. Welcome to my new tutorial series from Learn Web Development with HTML and CSS. Right now, next lecture we will be talking about our last lecture. We talked about a little bit of style, and I hope everyone has watched it and understand about it very well. So right now, what we're going to go into is HTML text formatting. So what we basically mean about that is that on the HTML text, for example, if we want it bold, if you want it bold or we want to highlight something, so it's very important to use something like this. So here in this tutorial, we're going to be using some tags like bold text with a B, strong, which indicates important text, and I tag, which indicates italic. So let's just move right for the body. So right here, let's start with our B tag. So once you put your B like this, let's say this text is bold. So just like I told you before, you remember this is a website we'll be working, this is a file we're working on, and right here it says this text is bold. So let's access our file right here. So don't forget I say localhost your website name, host or website. Okay, right here. I think here is it. Oh, sorry, forgot. The very first thing to do when starting your service, start your server. Forget about that. Don't forget about that next time. So you have to start your server. So let's give it some time. Let's wait for it. Let's wait for it. So right here, as you can see, it's red. So once you check my second video, you see I explained about it right here. So by clicking on these, so we have to start our service. So let's wait for it. It takes a little bit of time sometimes. Right here, as you can see, two services are working. So you can reload it and it is going to work. And as you can see, we actually put using a B tag, which identifies a bold text. So when typing something in your website and you want that particular text to be bold, you can just do it like this, and the text will be bold. And as you can see, just like we did here, it is bold. So also, let's give it an example. Let's give another example. For example, when we work in paragraph, this is my first paragraph and it's long. So right here, what if I want to this paragraph, I want it to be in a bold text. So all you can do is just put your B tag right here and just copy this here, Ctrl X to cut and Ctrl V to paste, and let's save and let's see what happens right here. And as you can see, the paragraph text alone is bold. So well, if the bold tag is right before the P, right before the paragraph text, and the ending tag is here, all text here, it is going to be bold. Right here, I just want these paragraph alone to be bold. So moving on, let's go to the HTML strong elements. So the strong elements, just like I said before, it's indicates an important text in HTML. So let's start with this strong. And don't forget that I told you, if you're working with me, if you watch my previous videos, just come to view, syntax, and make sure this HTML is choose, because it will just help your web development easier and faster. So let's use a strong element. This text is strong. So let's save again and let's see what happens. As you can see, it works basically just like a bold, something like that. It works basically just like bold. Do you understand me? So moving on, let's go to the italics, and just like before, this tutorial is just a straightforward tutorial. This is text is italic. So let's save and let's see what happens. As you can see, so let me make it a little bit bigger for you to see. As you can see, it's in italic. So let's go back to next one is using the EM. The EM elements defines, emphasizes text with added semantic importance. So we don't really used to come about these in web development, but it's good to like follow that when we are working in web development. This is emphasized. So let's save it and view. Let's see what happens. As you can see, so let's say it also works like italics, just like strong and B. So this one also looks like italics. So let's move on to another one, which is smart, which is sorry, not smart, small. A small element defines a smaller text. So let's say for example, we are working in let's say small. So let's do it like this. Let's use a h2 tag, and let's say HTML. And you already know what will happen when you listen. So in between these h2 header 2 elements, so let's use the small element. Small element right here. Let's say small, and right here we can see formatting. So let's reload this. As you can see, do you understand this? So we started with the header 2 elements, which basically leave this one right to be big, but here we use small tag, which I identify that this text is small. You might not use something small there, but you can use anything. But once you use a small tag right here, the text is just going to be small like this. So let's use another one, mark. The HTML mark element defines a marked or highlighted text. So just like we did before, the header 2 tag, let's say HTML again, and let's use mark. So in between the mark, let's say mark, and after the closing tag here, let's also use formatting. So all these are just dummy text that we use. You can use anything when it comes to web development. As you can see, shows that this particular text is marked. So right here, let's go to another element. It is a del element. It's, let's say, delete element. So when working in your web development, for example, let's say when you're backend and it's actually brings out a particular text, you can just give a command, a ready-made command that once this text is introduced, it should be deleted. So so when you move to backend development, you really understand all about this very well. So let's give an example of this. Let's use our p tag. Let's say my favorite color is, and let me introduce a delete tag right here. So let's say blue. So I'm right here. Let's say red. Let's see what happens. Can you see? Can you see what happened? So all these things are just a little of the basic example, and in our previous lectures we talked about the p tag, the header tag, and a series of things like that. So let's go to HTML quotation and citation. Let me just end the video right here, and we'll come back on our next lecture.